What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Too Far Out TV YouTube channel. My name is Austin Ford, Asteroid Austin, aka the one and only. What's happening with you? I'm so blessed. I'm grateful to be able to make this video yet again. Okay, little different circumstances. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about why I stopped smoking pot. I was smoking weed for a really long time, and I realized, man, this is literally slowing me down so much. Like, I have goals, like I have visions, I have dreams to accomplish, you know? That's why I have the goals, is to accomplish them. I didn't set these goals, I didn't set these visions, I wasn't given these visions for them to go to the wayside, you know? So that's where we're at. So I realized, I have been putting a lot of time and energy and focus into what it takes to get money, to go to the store, to my dealer, to buy the stuff, to come home, and then sit on my butt and not do anything. Literally just smoke the stuff, burning away my time, burning away my money, my resources, my brain, my focus, like I have put so much time and effort into that and was not getting anything in return besides the feeling of immediate gratification. Wow, now I can finally relax because I had such a hard day of going to freaking rake up some money from the couch cushions so that I could go buy dope that's gonna just make me sit back on the couch, you know? And it was a frustrating thing. It was a frustrating cycle. I truly believe that at some level, God gave us free will. Like, we have free will. We get to do what we want, okay? And I really believe that up to a point that that cycle was serving me to some degree, or else I wouldn't be doing it. It really felt like, although this is so repetitive and this is boring and whatever, at some level, I got a thrill out of it. I got some kind of excitement. It did something for me. It did enough for me to want to continue to do it, and it got to a point where because like I had what it felt like were all of these things coming after me in life, or really it's because I was afraid to face reality. I was afraid to face things for how they truly were. And so I would smoke and put it all out of my mind so I wouldn't have to think about that. I was running away. I was distracting myself because I didn't want to face reality or cope with reality. And it got to a point where so basically I'm using this negative cycle of drug addiction, because that's what it is I was addicted to this drug that I was using to run away from the life that I was living, or the life that I was creating for myself, because we're always creating our situations based on our actions, and what we engage with, and at what level of emotion are we engaging with these things, okay? And so at some level, the addiction did serve me. It was serving me to a point, right? It was giving me what I felt like I needed at the time, which was relief, okay? And so they say that the pain of change has to be less than the pain of staying the same in order for you to change. So if I am experiencing a lot of pain in the now moment, but changing will cause more pain for me, I'm not going to change. You understand? Until the pain of staying the same is greater than it is to change, right? And then so this is the pain raises up, and then it's obvious, the path of least resistance. I want to feel less pain, so I'm going to change, right? And so that can be true. That can absolutely be a way that people change the way that they are changing their lives, right? If I realize, like, okay, this thing is affecting me and it's causing me pain, and I would rather feel less pain, so I'm going to do something else, right? That's one way. And that's where people say you have to hit rock bottom in order to change and actually want something different in your life, okay? So that can be true. You can experience so much pain that it makes you change. You've hit rock bottom, right? Now, you can do that, or you don't have to hit rock bottom, and you can just make the conscious decision that this is not serving me and I would rather experience something else. And so what that means is, even if the pain of staying the same isn't that great, I could still experience the more pain of changing so that I can be in a different headspace or different situation and still be able to grow past it, you know, because of consciously choosing what it is that I would want. And so for me, that's what's happened. Okay. I literally had to experience in my life. At one point, when I made this video before, I hit my rock bottom. I hit my rock bottom, and it was so painful that I had to do something different. I had to change, right? This time is different. I didn't reach my rock bottom. Okay. I totally know that things could have gotten worse for me, you know, but I chose that I didn't want to experience that. I wanted to experience life at its greatest capacity. I wanted to experience myself at my own greatest capacity. Who can I really be? Watch me achieve these goals. Watch me do what my heart actually set out to do. Watch me fulfill my vision and my dreams in this life. That's what is inspiring to me. And I am more inspired by going after my goals and living a fulfilling life for myself and teaching other people how to do that. I'm so inspired by that I was ready to start to go down that path instead of continually feeling the other way, which is like, for me, I was using it to a point, I was using it to escape from my reality, okay? But then at a point, I realized that I'm still coping with my reality because I'm handling my emotions as they come up. I just was also smoking at the same time. So I was accepting of reality and everything that it was. I just still continued to smoke because I was addicted to it. I was using the dopamine boost as a boost for myself, you know? Just like some people drink coffee in the morning because they think it gives them a boost. And for those people, it does. You know, personally, I don't get a boost from coffee. I get clammy and shaky, and I don't like it, you know? It doesn't give me a boost. It doesn't make me go faster or think faster or anything like that. Like, that's not how I feel, you know? So what I'm sharing with you right now is, before, I had to hit my rock bottom in order to change. And then I realized, okay, well, because I'm creating all of this anyway, I am just going to smoke because that's what I want to do. That's what feels good. And then I realized, okay, because I am creating all of this and I want to create a fulfilling life for myself, I realized that I was choosing to continue to smoke. And I realized that this was not fulfilling to me. This was not actually helping me go after the dreams that I truly, truly want in my heart, you know? And so I had to I had to make a new choice. I had to choose sobriety. I had to go through the path, or the detox. I had to go through the withdrawals or the feeling bad about myself. You know, they say that when you stop smoking, you know, you're going to get depressed for a little bit, hard to eat, da da da. But I didn't really experience that because I was excited to stop. And so every time I felt any type of detox, I was just excited to be like, oh man, that's just the stuff leaving my body. I didn't need that anyway. That wasn't helping me attain my goals. I'm excited and grateful to be moving forward from this. So that sensation that I'm feeling is a good feeling. This is good. Even though my body is saying, oh, this is bad. Like, no, I changed the way that I was perceiving it to say that this felt good. This feels good because I know what it's doing. In the past, when I would try to quit or detox or whatever, I would think, oh man, this feels horrible, because in my head, the drug was so precious. Marijuana was so precious to me that when it was leaving my body, I was sad that it was leaving my body, and it put me in a down state, you know? This time it's not that, because I feel encouraged, I feel empowered. I'm excited to be able to let go of this habit, this addiction that is bringing me down, so that I can actually start to go attain my goals. Okay? So, now that we got that part out of the way, why did I actually do this, right? So I realized that when I would smoke, I might get like an hour of productivity or something, but then I would start to come down a little bit. I would feel weird in my body. I would have to go smoke again. By the time I redose or smoke again, like, it's changing my mind in a different way. And after you engaged with a substance, or like, you start to crave it more, right? And it's not that I don't have control over my cravings. It's not like, oh, I can't say like, oh, I'm experiencing a craving, let me not do this. Like, I can still choose to do that even if I'm experiencing a craving. But the thing is I am experiencing a craving, and so my chemistry is going down. The dopamine is going down a little bit, and so the only way for me to feel better is to consume the drug again. Now, the thing is that the drug was creating that lack of balance in my mind to begin with. So I had to realize that. I had to say, okay, well, because I take this to begin with, this is what is affecting my mood cycles. This is what's affecting my focus. Okay? Because I'm tampering with my dopamine levels so much by smoking weed, eating sugar, working out at random times, watching movies, and like listening to loud music, and these things are affecting your dopamine levels, so that you can't concentrate, you can't focus on the task at hand. Okay, so if I'm focused and excited and inspired to go create a life that I love for myself, so that I can feel what my soul's calling really is and extend that to other people, this drug is getting in the way of that. These dopamine patterns that I'm creating for myself are getting in the way of that. I'm so inspired to go help other people and to create a better life for myself that I was willing to sacrifice this. I no longer need that substance in my life for me to feel good, because I know that my mission or my journey that I'm on is going to fulfill me. It is expanding me, and it's helping me feel better. You understand? And so switching my focus from what is not serving me and letting that go to what is serving me, and how can and when I say serving me, I mean that it's allowing me to expand, okay? What is serving me is actually serving other people. That's why I'm continuing to make videos again, because this is what feels good for me. This is my way of expressing myself in a way that is beneficial to other people, so that other people can learn from me and learn from my mistakes, or learn from the lessons that I've learned, so that they don't have to experience the same thing. I'm sharing wisdom so that you can save time off your life, so that you can hear what I'm saying from the person who has already overcome these struggles, right? So that you can be inspired to go create a life for yourself that you love, okay? And to see how marijuana can get in the way of that. And you don't have to reach a rock bottom in order to change your mind. You don't have to experience a lot of pain to change your mind and to be and live in an inspired lifestyle. You can do that anyway. And you don't have to call yourself an addict for the rest of your life. You can still live an inspired life. And in fact, now that I've put these things down and am separating myself from them so that I can live this inspiring life, I don't want to have to go back to repeating those cycles or continuing to learn the same lesson over and over. Okay, I've already learned that lesson. And now that I've learned that lesson, I'm going to share it with you maybe 10 more times, however many times it takes for me to really concretize and get it into my system. And I'm going to continue to grow from this place. I'm laying a foundation right now by creating these videos, by expressing myself, for me to continue to grow beyond this. Okay? I'm not going to put myself into one box and stay in that box for the rest of my life. All right? I'm not the box. I created this box to put here. This is one step. And now that I am going to continue to build and help other people. And it doesn't have to just do with like recovery or addiction and stuff. This is just part of my journey at this time, you know. There are other things that I'm going to share and express with you guys that's going to help you open up and see what I'm talking about here. Okay. So yeah, and so since I've quit smoking, my mind is already starting to sharpen. I can think more clearly, and I realize the things that I'm doing that are not conducive to my growth. Things that I wasn't seeing because I was smoking and just kind of letting more things go by than normal. And now that I'm more aware, more sharp and focused, I can see if this is getting in the way of living this inspired life. And when I can see those things, these other patterns can kind of start to fall away. And then I can start to introduce new patterns into my life. Things that feel good, that help me grow and expand. Okay? So this is kind of a little bit more about my stopping journey and why I chose to do this. So if you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and throw them down below in the comment section. Hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys want to be a part of a community of people who are going through some similar things and learning to grow themselves, join my Skool community. The link will be in the bio, and we'll see you inside.